Hey, what's going on, everybody? Darrell Evans here, co-founder of Yokel Local, and it is New Year's Eve. And I just wanted to jump on here really fast and share with you something we're working on, we're very focused on, and something we're going to be working with 100 to 300 entrepreneurs with in our monthly inner circle, which is launching in February. But I wanted to share this concept with you today. Hopefully, wherever you are for New Year's Eve, right now, you're getting ready to bring in 2019 with a bang. Hopefully 2018 served you well. As with any year, things, you have ups and downs, you have opportunities and obstacles, and unfortunately 19 is going to be nothing but the same. But hopefully you have a plan and you're going to be able to persevere. So over my shoulder, you might see here, Facebook Ads Manager. I couldn't do this on my, this is a terrible look there. Got the Facebook Ads Manager there. I just launched final ad campaigns before I get ready to get out of here. This will be the last thing I do this year. But I wanted to share with you this idea of building an audience. And before I get into this, and if need be, I may even go over to the whiteboard here in our other room. But I want to talk with you a little bit about something that I see a lot of people struggling with, and that is getting started. Number one, where do you get started when you're getting started online? I mean, if you look at SEO and you haven't gotten started there, you have a mountain to climb. Not only do you need the right strategist, not only just do you need the right person who knows how to navigate very competitive waters and very competitive landscape, but you're going to be waiting 6 to 12 months to see any results. And I know in our agency, when companies ask us to get started with SEO, and we do a great job at it. The problem is the business owner is not interested in hearing that, hey, it's going to take 6 to 12 months. So we have to look at other alternatives. Alternative number 2 could be Google AdWords. And Google AdWords, though, is pricey in most niches today. I mean, we've got companies in Google Ads that are $20 a click. We've got companies that are $50 a click. We have companies that are $200 a click. And the dollar amount per click is relative, right? And it's not about the dollar per click. It's what does it really cost to acquire a customer? But what I want to talk to you about today is this concept of building an audience from scratch using Facebook ads, and more specifically, video and Facebook ads, okay? Just like very much what I'm doing right now. I'm shooting a video on my mobile phone, and I'm gonna turn this video into an advertisement. So I'm gonna walk you through the exact process for why this makes sense. But what I wanna share with you quickly, very fast, is how anybody, any business owner, it doesn't matter what your industry, it doesn't matter what kind of marketing you're doing, if you're in business to business, if you're business to consumer, if you're selling software, if you're selling products. Now, I will say if you're selling e-commerce and you're selling, low ticket products, this strategy probably doesn't work for you. This strategy, matter of fact, works best for those of you who are professional service providers selling B2B, B2C, where the buyer's journey or the sales cycle typically takes a while. Typically, it could be a week to 2 weeks, could be maybe even out to 6 to 12 months. The idea is that you have the ability today with very inexpensive Facebook ads and the use of video. And I'm going to make my argument for video in just a moment. And for some of you right now, you're saying, video, but I don't want to do video. We're not talking about getting in front of a camera for doing a commercial and having it all scripted out. We're talking about literally sharing your expertise, like taking what you know and what you love and what customers come see you for, and just sharing bits and pieces of that on video and being able to use it on platforms like Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and LinkedIn now is getting huge in video. And don't forget YouTube, which is the granddaddy of them all. One of the things that's super important to understand is that while you're carrying around a mobile device, you really have every tool you need in your pocket to be an effective marketer today. And tying that phone and your expertise into and then tying that in with Facebook, you literally have everything everything you need to be a great marketer and to grow your business, even if you're starting from scratch. And let me say it this way, even if you're starting from scratch online, because most of the time we're working with a lot of companies who are really successful offline and then they come online. Okay, so let me get into this strategy. I don't want to keep you here long. So again, you can't really see it close on this screen, but for the last several weeks, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and go over to this whiteboard so I can draw this out. For the last several months, we've been testing this, actually since May of 2018. We've been teaching it to companies and marketers who come to our Digital Growth Mastery event, was called the Digital Growth Bootcamp, which is a 2.5-day event where companies come in to this very room that I'm going to walk you into. In fact, let me show show you where we're going. This is where we hold our digital growth bootcamp event, and you can see our model here on the wall, which is how we have been very successful over the years. We bring 10 to 15 companies into this room, and we spend 2.5 days. And we sit and go through our 6-step digital strategy, which I'll share with you on another video. But for today, we're going to talk about Facebook. And so what I want to do is I'm going to put up this little whiteboard behind me. Don't mind some of the, let me see if I can fix this a little bit. Point this down just ever so slightly. Might not be able to work, but let's see how we can do. I'm going to write this up really quick. So why is it video? Let me first of all talk to you about, let me ask you this question. If you had, right now we're getting ready to hit playoff season for the NFL. Super Bowl is just around the corner in about 40 days. If you had $3 million, would you or would you not run a Super Bowl ad knowing all of the hundreds of millions of eyeballs that pay attention to the Super Bowl? I bet if I asked 99 out of 100 business owners, I bet 99 out of 100 would say yes. And the one who said no would probably say, I don't even know what the Super Bowl is. But anyway, here's the thing. When you look at the price of Super Bowl ads, and we're not even going to talk about local television media, we're not going to talk about billboards. Let's just pretend you could get a Super Bowl ad for $100. Would you buy it? Not $3.5 million, not $3 million. If you could buy a Super Bowl ad for $100, would you buy it? The answer is probably yes. Now, in the event that you bought the Super Bowl ad is 30 seconds long. You have probably watched the Super Bowl game, and you probably have watched some of the commercials, but not all of the commercials. But let's say that in this commercial that you run for the Super Bowl, everyone watches your ads, right? And how much would you pay in your mind to get someone to watch all of your ad? Like literally consume all your ad. It's like one of the only events on the planet where people are like getting close to the TV so they can just watch Super Bowl ads. Let's pretend you could do that in your business. And that's what I'm about to show you right now. What I'm about to show you is a strategy. I'm going to talk to you about a strategy. It's up to you to do the work. But the easiest way to get in front of cold eyeballs, right? Because that's what brands do. Doritos, Gatorade, GoDaddy did it for years, Pacific Life, I mean, you name it, Mountain Dew, all these fantastic Super Bowl commercials. The reason they do it is so they can get in front of people's eyeballs. They can get in front of their attention. That is the world we're in today, is can you get and hold people's attention? So let's assume you could do that on Facebook and run what looks like a Super Bowl ad. But you don't just have to run a 30-second ad. Right now, I'll show you right now. Let me see if I can get this a little closer. I still want to bring this down a little bit. I don't want to keep you guys here all day. No, that's not going to stay. Okay, hopefully you can see this. We're running 3 to 9 minute videos. 3 minutes, that's 180 seconds. Let's not even do it then. Let me get my black marker so you can see it. Okay, 3 minutes to 9 minute videos. 3 minute to 9 minute videos means that's not a commercial. We're not doing a sales pitch in these videos. We are creating content that is helpful and useful to our target audience or to our ideal customers. The interesting thing about Facebook is while we push that ad out, we can push that ad out for as little as $5 a day, and you can too. Everybody can do $5 a day. You can push that ad out for about $5 a day, and Facebook goes and finds the people who would be interested in your content, right? So unlike a Super Bowl event, you don't get the ability to put 200 million people in front of your ad every day. But what you can do is give Facebook the ability and use their AI and use their algorithm based on data that you give it. You can have them go find people who will watch anywhere from, let's put it right here, anywhere from 3 seconds, which I don't count at all as a watch, right? I don't count 3 seconds as a view. 10 seconds. That's sort of the minimum number. And I don't even like 10 seconds. But let's say you've got a 3 minute to 9 minute video. What number makes sense? The number that makes sense to me is when they watch 25%, right? Someone who watches 25% of a 3 minute video, 25% of a 9 minute video, that person who was just scrolling on Facebook stopped for some reason. They may not have watched the entire video, but they stopped for some reason. So let me clean this up a little bit. So that's the magic number for me. I love the 25% number, right? So you can take perfect strangers and And then you set up this thing called a custom audience. This custom audience allows you to capture, or allows Facebook to put into sort of this virtual bucket people who watch 25% of your video. It could be 10 seconds if it's a 1 minute video. 1 minute video in 10 seconds is a good number. But I like longer videos. And the reason I like longer videos is you're pre-qualifying the viewer by their behavior of watching the video. So what's really interesting about this is, and here's the strategy in whole, right? How do you take someone who doesn't know who you are, but through proper targeting, through either interest targeting or behavior targeting on your website, maybe they visited your website, maybe they're a lead, maybe they're in your CRM, maybe they are already a customer. There are a number of ways to do this. We're going to talk about this in our monthly Inner Circle program in February. But what's interesting is if you take their behavior and start to just put them in buckets, you're going to find something very, I call it miraculous. Right now, and I'm going to actually, what would you pay for someone to watch 100% of your video who never knew who you were? They didn't know who your brand was at all. What would you pay to get 100% view through rate on your videos? Would you pay, let's see if I can make this where you can see it. Would you pay 50 bucks? Would you pay 25 bucks? Would you pay 10 bucks? What would you pay? Someone's looking at your video. Someone that you didn't know is paying attention to your video, and you're not selling anything. You're giving away good content. You're talking to your audience. You're teaching them something. You're putting your expertise out there. We call it humanizing your brand, right? What would you pay to get a perfect stranger to literally sit down with you in your room while you're sharing your knowledge and expertise about what it is that you do? And then what characteristics does that person have to have for them to want to pay attention to your 3 minute to 9 minute video? I don't know the magic number, but let me tell you what we're paying. I don't even believe I'm going to share this with you. This is so powerful, right? I'm going to clean this up. We're not paying $50. We're not paying 25 bucks. We're not paying 10 bucks. We are paying 53 cents to $1. Oops. I don't do well with this drawing. I'm going to have to get better at this because I'm going to do a lot of videos like this year. We're paying 53 cents to $1 to get people to watch 100% of a video, and they'd never heard of our business before. Let's think about something. Who watches a 3 to 9 minute video when they're scrolling on Facebook, sight unseen, and they stop and watch a 3 to 9 minute video? What does that tell you about a person? Doesn't tell you they're ready to buy today. That's not what it tells you, because that's what a lot of people do. They get caught up in wanting to sell stuff as soon as someone starts to consume content, or as soon as someone comes to your website. You know, when we talk about this at our 2-day mastery event, when we are talking people through traffic generation, lead generation, conversion, and optimization of return on investment and lifetime value, we have to get people off the ledge because they think everybody wants to buy. This doesn't mean if they watched 100% of your video, they want to buy. What it starts to do is they start to pre-qualify themselves that they probably are somewhat interested in what you had to say. It may not be that they have a problem they need to solve that you can solve today, but you are probably getting a more qualified person. Look, I love Facebook, but there's absolutely nothing good that can happen in 3 seconds. So a 3-second view doesn't matter. There's really not much that can happen good in 10 seconds. So I don't really use the 10-second measurement at all. I don't recommend it. And the reason why I don't like short videos, and by the way, for those of you who don't know, I think the last statistic that I saw, the average time someone watches a video on Facebook is 6 seconds. I'm going to repeat that. The average watch time on a Facebook video is 6 seconds. So what does it tell us when there's so, hey Pam, how you doing, Pamela? Happy New Year to you. I just saw you there. What does it mean then when someone's watching a 3 minute to 9 minute video? What it's telling you is you now have their attention. Hey Felicia, how you doing? Glad you joined us. what it's telling you is you've got someone who's paying attention to your message. Yes, 6 seconds, Felicia, 6 seconds. That's what Facebook stats say. You can probably Google that and find it. That's the last I heard. But what's interesting is Facebook needs people to stay on the platform. So they need creators like us to create longer content. Seems like a little bit of an oxymoron when there's these cat videos and these memes. That's what people, we're not talking about that. We're talking about commercial business. But if you're going to get someone to watch a video for 3 to 9 minutes and they never knew you before, you are now able to put people in what these buckets we call custom audiences, and then you can start showing them more content. That's what I was setting up today. So I'm gonna kind of sort of bring this to a close. I'm gonna bring the strategy a little bit more home in some coming videos in the next couple of days and weeks. But the very interesting part is we just started running some ads on the 19th of December around Christmas time. So everyone else is checked out for the year except us. Like, we know right now is a great time to get in front of people that are looking to do better in marketing in 2019. We have hundreds and hundreds of meetings a year where companies want help, and they either work with us with our agency, they either hire us in some form or fashion in our agency to do content, SEO, pay-per-click, whatever that might look like. But then a lot of companies come to us for training. They come to us to learn how to do it properly. Many of them are solopreneurs, or they're working in companies where they're the solo marketer and they wear 15 hats and they're just overwhelmed and they just can't, you can't be good at every single thing in digital marketing. And so what we do is work with companies in our 2-day mastery program. It's actually 2.5 days. Why do I keep saying 2 days? It's 2.5 days right here in our office. And our whole team works with you on your business. We literally sit there and work with you on your business during those 2.5 days. So you're not just working and learning as if it was a seminar or if it was a conference and you go home with a bunch of notes. You actually work on your business with our team, building these strategies into your business while you're here. The other option that a lot of people take, obviously because it's more affordable, is working with us in our Revenue Accelerator program, which we're actually turning into what we call our monthly Inner Circle program, which is only going to be $99 a month, $97 a month, I think. But anyway, let me get back to this strategy. Take a cold video where you're teaching, you're sharing some valuable information. You then run it. By the way, it doesn't matter how many fans. By the way, if you look at our fan page today, if you look at our fan page right now when you're watching this video, you're going to see that this fan page only has 160 or 70 fans. So this does not matter if you have fans or not. This does not matter if you have an audience. We're talking about building an audience from scratch. So we have 2 pages. We have an old page with 25,000 fans on it. We started a new page when we rebranded our website. And some people say, well, why did you do that? Or why did you just throw away all 25,000 fans? We didn't throw away the 25,000 fans. We can still advertise to those people. We can still chat with them. But we started a new page for branding purposes. So this doesn't matter. Since December 19th, let me just put the numbers up. Since December 19th, we've reached roughly 42,000 people have seen our ads or seen our videos. Roughly 560, that's a 0, have watched 100% of our videos. 100% of our videos. During Christmas, during the holiday, when most people are checking out, that's what's happening right now. And it's happening, as I said, for about 53 cents to about $1, okay? Now, again, if you are running a Super Bowl ad, paying $3.5 million, which I bet none of you watching this are doing, coming up in February, here's the best alternative. Now, what ends up happening is we take this audience, right? We're not just targeting the people that watched 100%. So I think if I looked back, there were about 4,000 to 5,000 who watched more than 25% of the videos. So guess what we're doing? We're showing them more videos, more content, right? We're teaching them more stuff, right? So what we're doing is we're taking the people who've indicated their sort of interest by their behavior of watching our videos, and we're showing them more content. We're not trying to sell them anything, right? So when we think about sales funnels, when we think about building our business online, we can't just run into someone's world and start saying, buy my stuff and buy my stuff and buy my stuff. What we do is we use platforms like Facebook to allow us to use their AI and their algorithm, which is far more powerful and smarter than we are, right? And all you do is start setting up little ways for Facebook to go find the people. Notice I put it almost on autopilot from the 19th. I didn't make one change to these 2 campaigns. I just set up 3 new campaigns. Tonight's, as I said, it's New Year's Eve right now. And I'm not going to do anything on those campaigns for at least another week. I'm just not even going to bother with them. I'm going to let Facebook go do its job. Facebook knows more about its users than I could ever know as a marketer. So when we're marketing and we sometimes get so caught up in thinking we know everything. No, Facebook, as well as Google, as well as YouTube, as well as Instagram, they all have these platforms and their users are generating all the content and the users are generating all the behavior. So when you're a good marketer, you're using their platforms to help guide you to find your ideal customers. So I'm going to talk more about this strategy in coming weeks. What you can do right now, and this is your call to action, right? Your call to action, if you've never shot videos, and by the way, you don't need anything fancy. By the way, I'm shooting on an iPhone, and right now it's standing on a tripod that probably came from Amazon for 20 bucks. And I've got a little charger, a portable charger plugged into it so I can keep power so the phone doesn't go down, because I know these phones, they suck up a lot of battery when you're doing video. When I finish this video, what's going to happen? This video is going to be posted on Facebook automatically because it's Facebook Live, and I'm going to then download it to my computer. Now, I'm going to take this video, and actually, I think I'm going to talk about that after the holiday, right? So after the first of the year, I'll come back and tell you how we repurpose this video, because I'm actually going to do an interview with one of our content production specialists and social media specialist, Kane. I'm going to have him on talk about how we repurpose content, because what I want to encourage each of you to do, and everyone can do it, each of you can shoot a piece of content a day, every other day, 2 times a week, 3 times a month, whatever it may be, and start to share your expertise, and then utilize this strategy of sending that video out into the Facebook world with some, with some targeting. You got to be smart about it. We teach you how to do that in our programs. And let Facebook do the work. Let Facebook go find the people that can help, or let Facebook find the people that are interested in what you're saying. Right now, we're not talking about getting on there talking about dinner. We're not talking about where you went on Friday night. We're talking about content that is important to your business, okay? So I want to wrap this video up. It is New Year's Eve. Let me wish you, on behalf of everyone here at Yokel Local, let me wish you a Happy New Year. For those of you watching this after New Year's, you're probably going to wonder, why is he writing this on the board? We are going to go live quite a bit in 2019. We are practicers of what we preach, if I said that right. We are practicers of what we preach. I myself, as well as my team, we're going to be posting content on a regular basis on social media. Even though everyone's saying organic reach is dead and you can't build a page, this is not about getting fans. This is not about building fans. As I said, we're on a brand new page. We have 160, 170 fans, yet I'm able to reach tens of thousands of people with a very small $5 a day or so budget. And we're going to teach you more about how to do that. And again, we're going to be talking more about this in our Inner Circle program in February, as well as at our 2-day live event, which is going to be here in our office also in February. I think February 6th through 8th, but we'll have more information coming out about that. So anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. My name is Darrell Evans, co-founder of Yokel Local Internet Marketing here in Las Vegas. And we are going to be talking more and more about content creation, using video, Facebook ads, the power of retargeting, the power of lead generation, and how you can lower the cost per lead, and how literally any business, small or large, can use this strategy. We've been testing this now since May, and it is absolutely crushing it. Okay, so wherever you are in the world right now, Happy New Year. If this is past the New Year holiday, hopefully you're already ready to power into 2019. And Felicia, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for your comments. Yes, those are fantastic stats. Before we go, who else is here? Pamela's here. Amanda is here, one of our amazing content strategists, our head of content, as a matter of fact. I've got Amanda coming up here in another couple of days. We've got a video we're shooting, and we are going to be talking about... man, she's so smart. I forget what else we're talking about. Amanda, drop it in the comments. What are we talking about again? Anyway, let me not hold you guys up. Felicia says, going to start following and watching the channel. Yes, please like our page, hit the notification button so you see when we go live. The good thing about that is that we don't have to pay then to show you the video, Felicia. Anyway, but yeah, hit our page, hit like, hit the notification, turn that on, and you'll see us go live. when we go live, or you can always just pop back on the page and see the replays as we're done. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. Like I said, I've got Amanda coming up in a couple of days. I've got Kane, I've got Bree. Our whole team's gonna be sharing a whole bunch of stuff. My business partner, Stormy, and Shadrina, our amazing branding and content specialist and social media specialist. So anyway, Happy New Year, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. This video was probably longer than I wanted it to be, but this is the ticket. Oh, I took it off the screen. Content, Facebook ad, video, Facebook ad, cheap views, retarget, grab leads. It's amazing. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.